This is Building a Creative Life. I'm Pam Vale, a New England artist, bringing the world of creativity to your door through casual conversations with artists, creators, and everyday people, helping curious, midlife women begin their next creative chapter. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. Hello, creative friends. It's Pam, and today I'm doing something a little different than normal. I'm combining this solo episode with this week's Substack newsletter that will come out on Thursday. What I want to talk about feels too important and relevant to share in only one format. It's a story about following a hunch and saying yes to something I almost deleted, and about finding creative inspiration in a place I didn't expect. Because that's the heart of creativity, right? You never know where it will find you or where you will find it. So here's the setup. A few days ago, I received a promotional email that said exclusive member experience and limited space and historic property. It also happened to be in Newport, Rhode Island, one of my favorite places. But honestly, I hovered over the delete button. It was my first instinct, and this email seemed like it wasn't for me. It wasn't one of the grand, opulent Newport mansions I usually gravitate towards, with marble staircases, intricate mosaics, and gold leaf ceilings. This one was smaller and quieter, called Chepstow. It's a lesser-known house that, from the outside, felt kind of modest for Newport. But I paused. I always encourage others to be open, to explore, to say yes to new things, and this was a chance for me to take my own advice. So I booked the ticket, and I also booked a solo lunch at a newly opened restaurant in the old carriage house at the mansion, The Elms. I thought, why not? And I made an adventure out of it. And that's where this story begins. As I pulled up the curved driveway, lined with blue hydrangeas, I felt like I was arriving at a friend's house. There were no people around, and I was able to wander the front property and snap a few pictures. It was a small and intimate guided tour led by someone very knowledgeable and passionate about the building and the previous owners. What was unexpected, the house felt accessible and not out of reach. I could actually picture someone coming down the curved stairs in their robe to make coffee. It wasn't frozen in time exactly, but it had that stopped clock feeling, like a glimpse of what life must have been like. A quiet statement that felt deeply personal. While inside, I started to notice little things: hand-stitched pillows, decoupage lamp bases, and custom wallpaper borders, like creative fingerprints left behind. They belong to Aletta Morris McBean, the last private owner of Chepstow, a woman considered American aristocracy who could have bought literally anything, but chose to create with her hands. She didn't do it for show. Her bios hardly mention it, but her home is filled with the things that she made. And it hit me, as it always does. Art and creative expression belong to everyone. They're not about wealth or status or the lack of either. They're about beauty and presence and the need to create something that reflects who we are. Who is Aletta? I had lots of questions. Where in that beautiful home filled with priceless antiques and historic artifacts did she lay down those wood fireplace screens and glue paper to them? Did she cut the wood herself with the decorative edge? Did she paint the dark backgrounds? Where did she get the beautiful papers that were decoupaged? Did she plan her designs ahead or just wing it? What did she wear while she was crafting? Did she listen to music, and if so, what kind? Did she do it alone or with her friends? Was she thrifty and wanted to create to save money? And what was her motivation? Did she see something that she wanted to copy? Did she make homemade gifts for other people? What did the other socialites think of her creative hobbies? I had so many questions, and I looked deep online, but I found very little information about her crafting and her hobbies. Mostly they said something benign like she liked to decoupage and needlepoint. Who knew that I would find a creative, kindred spirit? I left Chepstow thinking about how easy it would have been to miss that experience if I had hit delete and assumed it wasn't for me. But I didn't. I stayed curious and I showed up. Exactly what I tell you to do. To be open and to take risks. Try something you don't usually do. And I want to leave you with a few thoughts. Number 1, pause before you say no. Don't automatically discount something because it might surprise you. Number 2, bring a creative lens to everything you do and see. Notice colors and textures and stories and other details. Number 3, let yourself enjoy beauty just for the sake of it. Sometimes joy is the only outcome you need, and it doesn't have to be bigger than that. Joy and beauty are enough. And number 4, share what you discover. Your creative encounters might inspire someone else to explore their own. That is how I find a lot of the creative adventures that I do. In closing, I want you to remember that creativity doesn't require a reason or a platform or permission. It just needs a curious heart and a willingness to try. This week, I encourage you to say yes to something small that you might have dismissed in the past. Take time to wander and really observe. And if you find a creative spark, follow it. As an added bonus, you can read more about this story and see my pictures and enjoy some extra reflections in my newsletter this coming Thursday. I'll link it in the show notes. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe for free and share it with a friend. It helps others find the show and grows our community. Remember, creativity is yours to define, there are no rules, and it's never too late. Until next time.